Well, there you have it, man. Like I said, this is a statement game. The Indiana Fever just came out and played toe for toe with the Seattle Storm and took over. Absolutely took over in the second half. I told you guys. First thing we're going to address is Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall went 6 for 7 from behind the arc. I told you guys earlier on in the season. Why is she not starting over Wallace? Why? Her defensive presence, she's long. Even when she was at Stanford, I've seen her put up these type of games. Put up 30 points, 28 points, 25 points. As you can see tonight, she can shoot the ball. 6 for 7? I mean, bro, the arena was electrifying. I should have went live. But I'm so focused. I mean, bro. The way that shit is done. The Rookie of the Year done. Caitlin Clark leading her team to back-to-back huge wins over the Mercury and Seattle Storm. Off the break. You could tell this team was in the lab. You could tell. Look at their defensive presence. Look at the aggression. Look how they're running in transition. It was a rough start. I'm not going to say they just played perfectly. It was a rough start. Don't forget, Seattle has one of the best defenses in the league. It was tough, and I told you guys in the pregame interview, Caitlin Clark isn't just going to be able to go crazy. It's going to be a nitty-gritty game. She's going to have to find her way. And they did that. Bro, Caitlin Clark, I'm sorry. The way she shoots that ball is ridiculous, but her passing ability is even worse. I mean, even better. I mean, I'm talking about, bro, the attraction she draws, I would love to be one of her teammates and play for her. As you can see, Lexi Hall, how many open threes did she get? Knocking them down. Caitlin Clark is going to draw 2 defenders. She has Diggins reaching in almost every possession. I mean, bro, everybody. Aaliyah Boston had a huge game. Dantas came up with some big shots in the third quarter. Hit a couple threes, I believe, in the fourth quarter. Kelsey Mitchell. She is going to come through for you every time. I'm telling you, they need to re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. I heard in the pregame press conference, if you haven't watched it, it's on my channel, go watch it. Caitlin Clark hyping her up. Pretty much letting her know, like, yeah, she's one of the fastest teammates I've ever played with. And she can catch and shoot the three with just about any of them in the league. I mean, this is a huge statement win. I love the energy. I love what I'm seeing from Chrissy Sides on the energy. There's a couple times where I think, okay, you could have brought Kelsey Mitchell back off the bench or whatever the case is. But look, they're beating some. This is their first time they've beaten Seattle this year, and they beat them with a statement, 92-75. I mean, they outplayed them in the fourth quarter, 33-17. This is what I mean by them playing 4 quarters of solid basketball. First quarter, 13. They put up 13 points. That was a tough quarter. Seattle came out with the defensive presence, letting it be known. Second quarter, put up 22 points. They beat them. Right? Third quarter, 24 points. They tied it. Not tied the game, but they tied them as far as points scored, production. Then the fourth quarter, the way they took over, 33-17. And don't get me wrong, these refs are terrible. Absolutely terrible. There should have been some calls that we missed and that they missed for both ends. Both ends. It goes both ways. But what I saw, man, you cannot deny that the Indiana Fever are a problem for this league. It's scary. The way, yeah, you could tell they were in that lab on the offseason, in the little Olympic break, which I'm so glad Caitlin Clark did not play for the Olympic team. They needed this. Look at their defense. Look at their hype. Look at everything. They're just playing as a unit. They're playing for one another. You could tell. Caitlin Clark, one thing I do got to say about Caitlin Clark is you got to calm down a little bit. I understand you want the foul call, but you're this close to getting your ass thrown out the game. You're this close. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. I'm a ball player. I'm an athlete. I understand 100%. You're this close from getting thrown out the game. That's the only thing I'm going to say. And I get it. The call should have maybe gone your way. But that's where her teammates got to grab her. Hey, chill out. And I think they're doing a good job of that. But she's this close, bro. And I get her frustration, bro. Sometimes when you got that much passion, it's hard to calm a player down like that. But that's what you want to see out of your young star. That's what you want to see. You want to see passion. You want to see them getting fired up. You want to see them doing stuff like that. You remember when Caitlin Clark threw that bottle on the floor? That's frustration. That's showing passion. That's what I want to see. So, let's break down the stats real quick. I'm going to say it again. You guys do not want to play this team. They are now 2-0 coming out of the break. They are looking nice. I mean, everybody is contributing. Everybody's knocking down timely shots. Everybody's getting their hands on the ball. Everybody's going for rebounds. I love it. And then Caitlin Clark. I mean, she's shooting that thing pretty nice right now. I know she started off slow, 0-6 from behind the arc, but I think she finished with 15 points in the second half. I like what I see. I like what I see a lot. All right, so Jewel Lloyd. I mean, she is a problem. Jewel Lloyd is an absolute problem for this league. Her little drifting to the left baseline shot, dude, that was all game. All game. So, very good stats from her. Diggins, 6 for 17. She didn't have her best night. Went 1 for 3 from behind the arc. She didn't have her best night, but she did a little bit. I like what she did as far as assist-wise. And she was just active in the game itself. She had 15 points. But Jewel Lloyd, I mean, 9 for 22. Hit her free throws, and then she finished with 26 points. You got to love that as well. And then, who was that? Mag Bigor. I don't know how to. I think she played for. I forgot the Olympic team she played for, but she's nice too. I thought she was gonna take off a little more, but they did such a good job on defense. So let's talk about the Indiana Fever real quick. Their stats. I mean, this right here. What is it gonna take for Christy Sides to put Hall in the starting lineup? Who are we? You guys are gonna say who are we gonna take out? It's hard. I get it. But what we could do is slide Samuelson off that, and we could put Lexi Hall at the 3 guard, depending on who we're playing. Just because Lexi Hall is a taller guard. So I think she could fit in the 3 guard and be just fine. Perfectly fine. So, as a starter, getting 0 points out of Samuelson, I don't like that at all. Nalissa Smith didn't have the best game, but she had a decent rebounding game, and she had a pretty good defensive game, in my opinion. AB had a decent game as well. Finished with 13 rebounds. Actually finished with 15 rebounds and 9 points. I love that right there. And then Mitchell, 10 for 19. I love that. Finished with 27 points. As I told you guys in the pregame interview, Kelsey Mitchell is going to finish with 25, 28 points. Go watch it. I literally said that. I'm trying to tell you guys. I just thought she had the matchup tonight. And then Caitlin Clark, as I stated, she's not going to go put up 30 points. She's going to have a nitty-gritty game, put about 20 points up, 15, 20 points. She's going to have a great assist game. Like I said, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 23 points. I got to love it. I love what I saw out of them. She went 9 for 19 of shooting. I love that right there. 3 from 10 from behind the arc, but guess what? Shooters are going to shoot, and she hit the shots that mattered. I love that. So they got the job done. Dantas off the bench. 3 for 8, gotta love it. 8 points. I think she could have had about 10, 12. She's got to. I think there's a couple shots where they went in and out, especially close around the rim, around the free throw range. But I think timely shots, hit them when they counted. Lexi Hall, 8 for 10 for 8 for 10 field goals, and then 6 for 7 3-point shooting. I mean, dude, 22 points. You gotta love that. And she had a defensive presence tonight. I love that. They were swarming the ball, playing as a unit, playing fast, getting out in transition, rebounding. Just blocking. I love Caitlin Clark's block when she had that aggressive block. And just being fucking aggressive, man. Having passion. You can tell the Indiana Fever, when they play as a ball club, they have passion. They're not a boring team. They're exciting, and they're going to be aggressive. I love this young unit. Please, 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 please. We got to keep this young unit. Maybe a couple pieces get rid of, but, dude, this team is scary to play. I think they're ready for the playoffs. They got 12 more games in the season, I believe, and they're just firing on all cylinders right now. And it wasn't even their best game, but guess what? The bench, the role players, those guys stepped up huge, and that's what we're going to need if we're going to go far in the playoffs. So, gotta love what we saw. That was a great team win. I'm going to keep it nice and short for you guys. I appreciate all my new subs, all new people subscribing to the channel. Indiana Fever, like I said, I'm going to say it again, they're a problem in this league. And what they're doing right now is putting a statement out. We're going to beat the Mercury and we're going to beat the Seattle Storm. So I think they're third. I think the next game, who do they have next? Let me check real quick. They have a 4 or 5 game break, I believe, which is so stupid. Who decided to do that? Why would you give them a 5 game break? This is dumb. Who do they got next? They got Atlanta. Or no. Tuesday. Oh, no. Who do they have? Okay, they got Minnesota. They're going to get their ass out the way. I think they just got a player. Who did they get back? The Lynx just got somebody back, but we're going to go over there and belt to ass. Belt to ass. Look, man, I'll catch you on the next video. It's your boy ceokana. If you have not, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Catch me over at Game Day. Catch you on the next video. We're out.